This is Handwerk Audio.
Hello.
Marco, Peter. So yeah, why did we start this? Why does this exist? It's basically some sort of wild synth love turned into a studio. Three people who share a big passion for synthesizers, who decided to put collections together and suddenly realized that, wow, okay, this is nice if we can offer this to people to come in to record, and then we started adding machines on top of the collection, and now we have a full-blown vintage synthesizer recording studio located in one of the, what I personally think, or what we personally think, is one of the nicest parts of Berlin, in Kreuzberg.
The heart of Kreuzberg.
The heart of Kreuzberg, even, yeah. One interesting aspect of having a synthesizer studio such as this one is that we work with quite vintage machines, old machines, like this one. I think it's probably the oldest one in the studio, dates from 76, Marco? 76.
Yeah.
It's a Minimoog Model D. For some people, the mother of all synthesizers. Of course, Robert Moog, big East Coast, US East Coast synthesizer instrument builder. The Moog company is still going strong, obviously, but this is one of the classic models out of synthesizer instrument history, known for its extremely deep bottom end and very rich overtones. Like the filters in the machine are just amazing.
We can go really deep. It falls very softly.
This is a great machine for doing moody, vibey synth sounds. It's the Elka Synthex, which was, I think, one of the last big polyphonic synthesizers ever built in Italy. So Elka was an Italian company, and this thing is just a beast. It's one of the best polyphonic machines that were ever built in Europe. Actually, this is like, I don't know, Europe's answer to American polyphonic synthesizer.
On the Andromeda 6. Can get quite psychedelic here.
Yeah. This is the other 70s machine in here, which is the semi-modular Roland System 100. Which, as you can see, works completely by itself without any cables, but is a lot more fun when you start patching signals from left to right. There's a sequencer that we can use to kind of modulate certain parameters, and the power of the machine is in the interplay between the different components. I love this machine because it allows you to do really quirky ring modulation and kind of metallic sounding. Becomes very atonal and kind of metallic sounding. It's the only chord machine in here. Not that we want more, we don't want more, but for the moment this is the only chord in here, and it's a 4-voice mono, but also poly machine. You can switch it from mono into poly, and it becomes very interesting if you use the arpeggiator, because it just cycles through the voices for every note. So you can kind of assign different settings to every voice. Go up high or low for different voices. And then obviously you've got another frequency modulation option, which then takes you into really weird territory. Prophet 600. It's good at doing some very weird timbral stuff. But for me, personally, I find the interesting part of this machine is where you can just make very nasty sounding things, you know. Somebody's launched an 808.
808 and an SH101. What is famous for exactly this sound, this 16 sequence, what we hear now. And it's so solid, such a good sound, always. I love to use it.
So the only synthesizer in here built in the UK is the world famous Oscar, built by the Oxford Synthesizer Company, which is a very quirky machine, but has massive amounts of character. I think this one is like right from the start of the MIDI days, so it should be 84 or 85 or something like that. And it takes some, the filter has massive amounts of character. You can almost get to sound it like it sounds like a squelchy human voice. It has some vocal form and quality to it. It's almost like it's uttering something. The room is actually indeed about playing, you know, maybe even in the literal sense of the word, not just playing music, but playing, you know, being a bit of a child in here, just exploring all the options, I think.
It's for both of us, for our productions and what we're doing. This is a bit of like the creative part in it, where we find where you find like melodies, where you really go into the detail. You don't have a mixer and a screen constantly in front of you.
Yeah,
you really stick to the machines, what is different than working in the production studio, to me at least.
Yeah,
this is much more focused on the machine. I find a melody, I program, I play and record this, and me personally take my stuff then to my production studio and keep on working there. That's the idea of the studio here.